karma from God that will be felt by narcissists in their old age until they die. Have you been abused and controlled by someone who seemed to enjoy your pain? Know that you're not the only one going through this. During your relationship with the narcissist, you did everything you could to make them like you, but they treated you unfairly. They twisted your words and feelings and put you down without any consequences. They were so focused on themselves that they may have forgotten the hurtful things they did to you. They cared more about getting power and getting a thrill from seeing you suffer than about your health. We are here to help because we know how bad it is when relationships are like this. Personal one-on-one talks with our team start at just $1 a week. We give you advice and support as you work to heal from narcissistic abuse during these meetings. Click the link in the video summary to take the first step toward getting your power back and finding peace of mind. We will work together to make sure that your future is full of relationships that are better and more satisfying. For narcissists, it was fun to put you in bad situations and see how hard it was for you to get over them. They enjoyed telling others about how broken you were, making fun of you, and laughing at how sad they thought you were. They were very happy to know that they were the ones who brought about your downfall. They took joy in telling everyone how they threw you away and the pain you went through. Narcissists, on the other hand, don't understand one thing: the part of karma in their lives. It's said that karma comes back with a rage. It could hurt them as much as the pain they caused you, or even more. They will eventually have to deal with the consequences of what they did. Over time, karma will do terrible things to them. Even if the effects don't show up right away, they will have to deal with the results of their deeds. They may think they are safe from consequences for the wrongs they did to you right now, but karma has a way of coming up with people. This is because their character is weak, since they did you a lot of harm and didn't try to make things right. They didn't try to fix things or take responsibility for what they did. They foolishly thought they could leave you in the middle of the chaos they caused and not be held responsible. When fate comes into play, though, it does so quietly. It might make them feel good for a short time for the pain they caused you, but in the long run, it will backfire and bring them down. They are fully aware of the harm they caused you, but they never admitted fault or made things right. They didn't care about you or feel bad about what they did. For the narcissist, this is exactly when karma hits, making them feel calm because they think they got away with hurting you without any consequences. The person may even act badly with someone else because they think they are safe from the bad things they did to you. When their fate finally hits, they'll know why it's happening, but they won't want to deal with it. They will keep making up reasons for how they are treating you and the pain they are feeling. They will blame you for their own pain instead of taking responsibility for it themselves. But it's because of what they did to you, not because of anything else. When fate turns against them, it will raise you up and bring them down, showing them how bad their actions were. You will finally see justice done, and all the harm they did to you will be paid back. They will desperately look for other ways to get what they need and people who will listen and help them. Narcissists hate being alone and need to be around people who they think will protect them from bad luck. That being said, they can only put on this act for a short time before karma comes up with them. Even though it may look like they are making progress and getting away with their crimes, narcissists can only fake happiness and success for a short time. You were there and saw it for yourself. Narcissists are like a broken record. Every time they make a new connection, they break it down again. They will never be able to escape this karma because they won't take responsibility for what they did wrong. That's why you got involved with them in the first place. They never really say sorry. They lied to you by acting like someone else when they weren't, and then they showed you their true colors. For a short time, you protected them from the effects of their bad karma, even though you didn't know it. You quickly learned, though, that you were just another link in a chain of bad karma that had been following them their whole lives. It occurred to you that the next person they met would add another link to that chain. That's because you knew they were stuck in a circle of bad karma they couldn't get out of. Being able to see this finally brought you the justice you were looking for. You knew that what they did to you wasn't really about you. It was just a way for them to avoid karma again. You were just something they used to avoid what was going to happen to them. As you work to rebuild your life without them and put the pieces back together, you will start to feel the good karma flowing through your life. On the other hand, bad karma will always be connected to them and watch, haunt, and follow their every move. Thanks for seeing it. I hope this movie helps you understand what karma is and how it gets back to us based on what we do. Do not sleep, be alert, have bravery, and start living your best life right now.
Hello everyone and welcome aboard. It's fantastic to have you here. I'm eager to dive into today's discussion and hear your insights. Today, I'll be delving into the 10 behaviors exhibited by damaging narcissists that tend to drive empaths up the wall. Before we plunge into the nitty-gritty, I want to emphasize that the information I'm about to share is tailored specifically for individuals contending with emotional abusers who inflict harm upon themselves and others. It's crucial to note that if you're dealing with individuals who pose a threat to your safety or the safety of others, prioritize your well-being and seek assistance immediately from medical professionals, law enforcement, or other trustworthy authorities. Your safety and that of your loved ones are paramount. Now that we've addressed this critical point, let's delve into the heart of the matter. Get ready to uncover the behaviors that can rattle even the most resilient narcissist. Take notes as we proceed. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on future episodes packed with valuable insights to enhance your life. Firstly, avoid getting entangled in their conflicts. Narcissists thrive on chaos, drama, and the opportunity to showcase their self-loathing and resentment. They often utilize their victims as emotional punching bags, delivering blows that can sting deeply. But what if you refuse to be drawn into their conflicts or take their words personally, such as attacks, criticism, or projections? What if you simply offer them a blank stare? By sidestepping their toxic web, you become a less accessible target. The narcissist may feel infuriated and impotent because they can no longer influence or manipulate you, which works to your advantage. Their attempts to inflict emotional harm will fall flat, leaving them unable to vent their negative emotions. Disregard for their issues. Point number 2. Have you ever encountered someone so absorbed in their own troubles, deceit, and disputes that you felt compelled to snap them out of it? This is precisely how a narcissist navigates through life. They employ various tactics to manipulate your perception of them, craving respect, control, and dominance. But what if you simply don't care and demonstrate it? What if you make it clear that their false narratives have no bearing on your thoughts, emotions, or actions? Imagine the bewilderment they'll experience when they realize how little you are affected by them. Consider the frustration they'll feel when they can no longer influence your mood. When you prioritize living your life, pursuing your ambitions, finding happiness, and attending to your own affairs, they lose their grip over you and spiral into chaos. Therefore, demonstrate that their problems, attempts to elicit your concern, and any other manipulative tactics hold little significance to you. Third, show them to other people. Narcissists are very good at tricking people into believing what they want them to believe and making themselves look good. What if, though, Their carefully crafted image fell apart in front of a crowd. What if you told them they were lying, exaggerating, or really not very good at what they do? Imagine the fear that flashes through their eyes when they are directly asked a question, and how they can't answer without giving away who they really are. Think about how upset they are when their flaws or mistakes are shown to everyone. In this way, you take away their power over you and show them as they really are. You and everyone else can no longer be fooled or tricked by them because everyone can see their real character. So, don't be afraid to talk to them directly. Show them what they're really like in public and refuse to put up with their lies and schemes. Don't back down. Let them know you can see through their tricks and lies. 4. Let them know who they really are. What would happen if you stopped believing their complicated web of lies and told them who they really were? What if you weren't going to believe their lies and let them control you any longer? You're basically telling them, I see through your lies and manipulative tactics. When you question their feelings and personal stories, you show that you won't let them trick you and that you can figure out what they really want. But how are you going to do this? When you hear a narcissist talking badly about someone or making up a story to make you feel sorry for them, don't be afraid to question their story and let them know that you will not let their lies go unchecked. Their game is thrown off because you are no longer playing, leaving them unsure of how to move forward. Number 5. Show that you don't respect them. What would happen if you treated them badly the way they treat you badly? What if you ignored them and made them feel like they didn't matter? Being rude and disrespectful to narcissists is a strong way to get back at them. By acting the same way they do, you show that you will no longer let them control or hurt you. You will no longer put up with their complaints or judgments. But how are you going to do this? First, don't let them take over the talk or make you feel bad about yourself. Stay strong and don't back down from challenges. Let them know that you won't stand for their selfish behavior and that their attempts to scare you will no longer work. 6. Ignore the fact that they exist. Say you laughed or gave them a look that said, "You can't be serious," in response to their attempts to trick you. Not paying attention to them can weaken them. You are not giving them the attention and respect they want by not taking their selfish behavior seriously. Their lies and tricks have no effect on you because you show them that. Do so carefully, though, and watch how they respond. When they make up complicated details and add to their stories, they might lose it when their efforts to trick others don't work. 7th, being completely honest. Narcissists have a weak sense of who they are and are great at controlling other people. What if you told them the truth, no matter how painful it was? What if you told them without fear what they really needed to hear, even if it wasn't what they wanted to hear? Being brutally honest with narcissists is a strong way to find out what kind of person they are. You might see them fall apart when you tell them the cold, hard truth. Narcissists don't like hearing facts that hurt their inflated sense of self-importance, especially when those facts go against what they think about themselves. Be brave and say what other people might be afraid to say. Watch as their act falls apart when they are faced with the results of their deeds. Number 8. Completely turning off. Narcissists get pleasure from making up a false sense of who they are. But what if you saw past their facade and found out how weak, meaningless, and useless they really are? By breaking through their veil of fantasy, you can take away their power. When you see how weak they really are, and how empty their own sense of worth is, the game is over for them. They know that you can see through their act, which makes them look weak. They can't keep up the act that everything is okay any longer. Number 9. Not caring. Ignoring that they exist can be a very effective way to make narcissists weak. You're giving them the fuel they need for their ego by not paying attention to them. This can drive them crazy and keep them from getting the approval they need so badly at the same time. It is worth the work, even though it is hard. Even if the quiet is unbearable, it is important to keep going. Believe me, the option is much harder than putting up with their attempts to control you. Don't pay attention to what they want, and watch as their power slowly fades. 10. Get up and walk away. If you give up on them and walk away, it means that you are no longer connected to them in any way. It says, "You don't matter anymore, and I don't care." It means taking your attention, energy, care, and worry off of their narcissistic supply. It means you don't want to talk to them anymore. I know this isn't a game or an easy job. I agree that it's not as easy as it sounds. But trust me when I say it is possible and very important for your health. I hope this conversation has taught you something useful. If it helped you, please consider clicking like and sharing the most important thing you learned. Also, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when new videos come out all week. Remember what you're worth and how to set yourself free. Thanks for watching. See you in the next movie. When the narcissist realizes you are gone from his life, chaos rampantes in his heart and life. As we embark on this leg of our journey towards liberation from narcissistic influence, we delve into the often overlooked realm of the narcissist's inner turmoil upon your departure. Contrary to popular belief, when a victim leaves, it doesn't leave narcissists unscathed. While they may seem to effortlessly move on to new sources of attention, beneath the surface lies a tumultuous sea of emotions. Before we delve deeper into this enlightening exploration, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay tuned for more insightful revelations and updates. Let's navigate the intricate terrain of narcissism together. Upon decisively breaking away from a narcissist, it sends shockwaves through their emotional landscape, stirring up a whirlwind of conflicting feelings. It's a raw, visceral upheaval that shakes the very core of their being. However, it's crucial to recognize that while I can offer insights, each narcissist's experience may vary. Acknowledging the pain experienced by narcissists upon your departure isn't meant to sway you into reconsidering your decision or offering them another chance. That's not the intent here. Recognizing their pain doesn't negate the harm they inflicted upon you. Remember, you made the courageous choice to leave because of the immense suffering they caused you. Now, let's delve into the heart of the matter. It's time to confront the harsh reality of the anguish narcissists have inflicted upon you, enduring unbearable suffering and embarking on a harrowing journey that has left you bruised and scarred. You've endured the consequences of their actions, the erosion of trust, and the blatant disregard for the sacred boundaries of your relationship. These agonizing trials have led you to declare, enough is enough. You've summoned the courage to break free from this toxic cycle, prioritizing self-preservation and your own well-being, freedom, and happiness over the torment you've endured. It's remarkable how frequently narcissists feign surprise at your departure. They appear genuinely taken aback when confronted with the reality that you've chosen to sever all ties and initiate no contact. It's akin to changing the lock code to your life, a necessary step for your peace of mind. Once accomplished, upon realizing you're truly gone, many of them undergo a tumultuous emotional roller coaster, cycling through stages of anguish. Some become obsessively fixated on your absence. Initially, they deny the gravity of the situation, believing it's just another routine breakup. They downplay its significance, viewing it as a minor setback. Denial eventually gives way to disbelief as the weight of the situation sinks in, and they come to grips with the reality that you've indeed departed. They grapple with the bewildering truth that you've actually followed through, struggling to comprehend the depth of your departure. Then the blame game ensues. Anger consumes them as they point accusatory fingers at you, alleging that you never truly loved or cared for them. Their fury intensifies, questioning how you could abandon them in such a manner, likening your actions to those who've deserted them in the past, and unleashing their emotional torment. Consider this intriguing revelation. Certain narcissists, despite forming new connections, don't necessarily extinguish the emotions they once harbored for you. It's a nuanced reality that challenges simplistic explanations. Think about it. We've all embarked on new life chapters while still holding on to feelings for past partners. We've embraced fresh beginnings while reminiscing about old flames. Moments of longing and nostalgia often intrude even in the midst of new relationships. This is why some narcissists hastily dive into new romances. They seek solace from lingering emotions of the past. Yet, they haven't confronted or processed these buried feelings, casting a shadow over their new connections, mirroring the unresolved chapters of yesteryears. It's a puzzling reality that even as narcissists appear to quickly move on to new partners or display intense distress at your departure, these actions are rooted in profound pain. Let me make this clear. I'm not trying to manipulate or guilt-trip you into reconsidering that toxic relationship. Absolutely not. I'm not urging you to come back. Disregard any misunderstandings or misinterpretations. I want to emphasize, do not return. Maintain your distance firmly. But here's the unexpected twist. Once they realize you're truly detached, they're engulfed in a turbulent storm of emotions, confusion, regret, and eventually fury. Deep down, a spark of anger ignites, driving them to engage in compulsive and vengeful behaviors. They become persistently relentless, constantly reaching out, appearing unannounced, leaving desperate messages, bombarding you with calls. At the same time, they're formulating backup plans, securing another source in case you don't return. God forbid, the fear of losing you forever propels them to exhibit erratic and obsessive behavior, while simultaneously preparing for a new relationship or seeking out a fresh target. Narcissists, shameless yet skilled at avoiding responsibility, strive to justify their actions within their distorted reality. They claim they're moving on because you abandoned them while secretly hoping for your return. They'll say and do whatever it takes to lure you back into their grasp. Their tactics may involve persistent fixation, and if that fails, unyielding rage takes over. Beware, as an enraged narcissist can pose a significant danger. Therefore, I urge you, if you choose to leave, sometimes it's wiser to do so discreetly. The mere idea of your life beyond them can shake their world to its core, escalating their instability to dangerous levels. As you break free, their carefully constructed facade crumbles, leaving them disoriented and bewildered. This wasn't part of their planned narrative. Overwhelmed by the unexpected turn of events, they may lash out, trying to shift the blame onto you. It's important to recognize that amidst their reactions, specks of truth may linger. However, navigating the realm of a narcissist at this point can be risky. Brace yourself for the potential escalation of the storm to unprecedented levels. You're well aware of their tendency to push boundaries to extremes. Here's the blunt truth. After your departure, narcissists can spiral into depression. Some may resort to manipulative tactics, uttering phrases like, "I'm so hopeless. I might end everything." If you come across such statements, I urge you not to shoulder this burden alone. Reach out to a mental health crisis hotline or request a wellness check. Involvement could inadvertently make you another target, so seeking professional help is the safer choice. Always remember, your safety and well-being come first. While possessing empathy and compassion is admirable, It's equally crucial to maintain the strength needed to take decisive actions, including seeking external assistance. As narcissists face the collapse of their world, they can enter dangerous territory. Despite any semblance of authenticity in their emotions, prioritizing the safety of all parties involved remains paramount. Let me stress, while their words may seem sincere, this doesn't ensure lasting change. It merely highlights their deep attachment to you and fear of being alone. When you express your intention to leave, they may react emotionally, potentially losing control. If situations become unsafe, involve authorities to protect your well-being. If children are part of the equation, prepare for the possibility of exploitation and manipulation by the narcissist. Unfortunately, this is a reality we cannot ignore. Your safety is paramount.